Hello my friends, today we will edit a hummingbird photo onto Lightroom. We will take this image from this to this. Again, this is the before, this is the after. So let's get right into editing. First of all, I will reset my image so we start at the very beginning. As you can see, this is my raw file and I shot this with my 200 to 600 millimeter Sony lens with the Sony A1, 1/400 of a second shutter speed, f6.3 and ISO 640. So the first thing I would like to do when I start editing my images is to crop my image. And for this image, I will be editing it for Instagram. So I'll do a 8 by 10 and I want it to be portrait orientation. So I will do just that. I'll put it in the rule of thirds. So somewhere in this corner looks good to me. I can even crop it a little bit more. I have 50 megapixel, might as well use it. There you have it. Now I need to brighten it because it is underexposed. So let's see, I will go with something like that, pretty bright. I will add a little bit of contrast and the white balance seems a little bit off. So let's see, maybe we want to warm it up a little bit. It's looking a little bit blue. So I'm gonna go maybe something like that. Let's see. That's pretty good. And then I want to add some magenta because it's looking pretty green. Great. Well, the bird is still pretty underexposed, so I would like to make a mask and select the subject. And then Lightroom makes a really good selection, as you can see, of the bird, and I will brighten it something like this. Then I also want to add some contrast to my bird, and I want to bring up the whites to get those whites really white and pretty, and maybe bring down the blacks just a little bit just to keep the contrast. And now I don't want to overexpose this stick, so what I will do, into my mask over here, I'll click on the mask and go subtract, and I'll choose a brush, and I will be erasing this brightness that I did to the stick. Also these feathers over here, I don't want to overexpose them, maybe some over here. And even it's not a bad idea to just go around with the edge of my brush just to kind of feather this transition so we don't have halos and, you know, funny business. So something like this look good. Now I want to bring up this sketch light in the eye just a little bit more, so I'll create a new mask and then I'll do a radial gradient and just create a small gradient on the eyeball and bring out the whites a little bit more. Something like that. That is looking good. Now I'm gonna go back to my mask where I selected the subject and add some saturation. Make the bird pop a little bit. Something like that. I don't want to go too crazy. That looks good. What else do we need to do? Let's do bring down the highlights just a tiny little bit. Open the shadows, not too much. Something like that. The whites are looking good. I want to bring the blacks down just a little bit. I want to add some texture, some clarity. I will add some vibrance. Now, one thing that it kind of bothers me, that the background on the left side is pretty yellow, but on the right side is pretty green. I would like it to be a little bit more uniform. Now I could easily do this in Photoshop and just take the left side, flip it and add it to the right side, or do a content aware fill. But because we are in Lightroom and I don't want to take this image into Photoshop, what I will be doing is go into my masking and take a linear gradient, and I'm just gonna drag it from the right to the left. And then in order to take away some of that green, I'm gonna add some yellow and add some magenta. That will take away some of the green. Now I went too far, so I'm gonna take it down a little bit. And I can even take the saturation just a little bit down. Don't want to go too much, it will become gray. But something like that. Let's see, this was the before, this is the after. Before and after. It's looking a little bit more uniform. Better, I would say. Now what I want to do is make this bird stand out a little bit more even. So I'll go and take a radial gradient. And I'll create a gradient right here from the center. Something like that. And then just bring up the exposure a tiny little bit, not too much. Let's see. To 16. And then I can go to this mask that I made and just go these 3 dots and go duplicate and invert mask. And then we have everything else but that. And this I'll just bring down the exposure a little bit. Create a little bit of a vignette. Nothing too obvious, just a tiny little bit. You don't want to go like that. So, tiny little bit. Sometimes I'll bring it up more like this. But then I will lift the blacks and that will soften it. So we can do either one of those. There we go. Let's see, what else? Go down the line here. Maybe I want to add a little bit into the calibration. I want to increase the saturation of the greens a little bit. You see, if you increase it a lot, it really pops. The greens and the yellows. So I'll just add a little bit of the greens. And that is looking not bad. Now I will go to sharpening, hold down Option and make a mask. So that way we only sharpen the bird, not the background. Now looking at the image, I do not like this blue color cast here on the feathers. Those feathers should be white. So what I will do to take care of that is go into my HSL, into the saturation, and I'll decrease the saturation of the blue because I don't have blue really anywhere in the image. And you see how it just takes away that blue that was before, and this is after. And now my image is looking great. The only thing we are left to do now is to remove the noise. So if we look here at 100%, it's not a lot of noise, but there is some. Here is at 200%, so you can see it with YouTube compression. You see there's definitely noise. So let's go into the new denoise from Lightroom. I really love this tool they added and it really works really well. So let's see. You see all this color noise and now it's gone. Click on hands and this takes a minute. I will skip this for you so you don't have to sit here and wait. It does take a minute, but it is worth it. And here is our DNG that is enhanced, so that means we have no noise. Let's go at 100%. There is absolutely no noise. And here is a 200% no noise. So it works really, really well. Very happy with it. I hope this was helpful and you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Skyler Ewing and I'll see you in my next video.